All right, welcome in, builders. I'm glad you decided to join our Babel Builder Incorporated. We need to go down into the depths and get some oil. Don't worry, this is a safe job. Get rich, very easy. I'm glad you've all signed up and are joining the mission. That all being said, we are going to play Anoxia Station. A bit of a, I guess you'd call it a strategy turn-based horror game. I played the first map just to make sure that it was gonna run okay and everything, and it was relatively interesting. So we're gonna give it a try here. I don't know exactly how popular it's gonna be, but that's okay. That never stops. Whoop, that never stops me. Just fiddle with my camera here a little. I don't know where I'm gonna end up. I didn't think ahead far enough to test for camera position, so I may need to move around a little bit here. Hopefully it'll be all right. I will say, one black mark I have against this game, there's no in-game sound settings. I literally can't think of a game I've ever, not even just owned, but ever played that didn't have sound settings. So I've had to change my volume settings in OBS to accommodate for that. So if it gets crazy loud or something, let me know and I'll have to fiddle with it again. I really don't love that because I have OBS crafted very carefully that I don't have to play with those settings, and moving those around makes me nervous. And I have to fiddle with my own personal settings too, because I'm not going to change my system volume for one game. That is a little bit ridiculous. Whatever it is, I'll still take it though. Deal, Alfred. You've signed the contract, you too, Broad and French. You're all in. There's no escape. So we are going to do... How loud is that? Yeah, that's not ridiculous. A little loud on my side. We're gonna do a story campaign. I want a new game. Do you really want to start a new game? Current progress with us. Yes. Etymologist. Name Jacqueline Bonnet. Country France. Oh, maybe you know her French. Studies insects by spending innovation points. Can gain a technology point in the laboratory using obtained DNA samples. Special ability, pheromone contact. Geophysicist, Arkady Rozentals. Country, Latvian SSR. This takes place in 1980s. More innovation points when discovering resources. +1 technology point at the beginning. Special ability, demagmatize. Psychologist John Walsh, USA, helps injured and sick people return to work. Special ability, underground medicine. It did tell me the first time I played that this guy was suggested for beginners, so I'm just gonna take their advice here, and we'll take the geophysicist. Arkady sounds like a nice fella. Hey Savix, it's been a little bit, man. Saw you on the, was it the Dominion stream the other night? Here to check it out. Yeah, I've been wanting to check it out for a while. I got it on the Steam sale. The price was right. You can't really check. Studying insects is a red flag. Hey, it's your countrywoman, man. Don't blame me. You can't just say that someone knows all French people because they're French. That being said, do you know them? Hey, Joseph, how's it going? All right, well, let's hop in. So we'll take our geophysicist, Mr. Arkady. Name the station. Well, obviously, this is the Babel station. Let's just call it Babel. Our station is Babel. We're gonna play on just normal. One thing I don't love on very hard, not that I probably will play on that, the day timer can't be disabled. You essentially have a turn timer. Gross is all I have to say about that. I'm just gonna play on normal. Anoxia Station is a game about challenges. Do you want to enable the day timer? No, because I want to talk to chat and read things out loud. 1988. I remember that year fondly. The International Transatlantic Mining Corporation sends a mining expedition to the deepest reaches of the Interzone. Main objective, exploration and petroleum production. Do you want to receive tutorial tips as the game progresses? Yeah, let's not be cocky. I checked it out during Steam sale, so it's been a while. Oh, it's Blood of the Earth. This looks totally normal. Babel building. Okay, that's like on the edge of volume there. Like I said, let me know if that's too loud for you guys. I can knock it down a little bit more. Amidst the incandescent bowels where the jets of hot solutions once surged up to the surface through rifts and cracks permeating the earth, now metal machines roar and oil workers toil. Apart from the extreme radiation levels, constant earthquakes, unbearable temperature and pressure, these people, eaten away by ulcers, bursitis, and silicosis, will have to face physical abnormalities and creatures dwelling in the deep. The extraction must continue at any cost. By the way, there's no elevator back to the surface, boys. We're in it now. Press spacebar or enter. (12:02, 1988). Sector K8. Depth 2,580 meters. Probability of seismic activity 48%. External temperature 35 degrees Celsius. Signs of biological activity not detected. Background radiation 20 millisieverts per hour. Crew alive 120. That's right, totally normal. I don't know what you guys are even worried about. See, Mundivore says insects are cool. We should check out the hive. Come with me and meet Mother. Can't we go back up? Easy, just tunnel through the entire plant to the other side. Ah, yeah. Don't have to go back, we just go forward. Hey, Ograf, welcome to the crew. The station reached the sector surrounded by impassable rock formation. Miners held their breath. They kept silence and looked around, fascinated by unfamiliar scenery. It seems none of them have ever been this deep underground before. How much more to drill? And how deep they got already? They all feel the danger approaching, though no one dares confess it. Fear starts creeping into their guts, but it is quickly swallowed by the greed. Don't worry, we like greed around here. Select the station. Perfect. To move the station, click on it and then select one of the adjacent tiles to move to the desired direction. To activate stationary mode, select the station and click deployment icon. Alright, so it looks like it wants me to move here. So we drove, we have 120 survivors. We've got, I believe this is crude oil, fuel, water. I don't remember what that one is. O2 and power. Begin a new day. Depth of the earth, damp, muddy rock, hot fumes billowing from everywhere, metallic hum pressing on the ears. You can hear water drip, drip, dripping, tattered electrical wires crackling, the sound of welding, mine shafts, dirt, dust, swearing. A familiar ambulance, perhaps too familiar, though something is not right. Not right at all. Tension is high in the air. It's about to be resolved. All right, so we're going to select the station, and we're going to weigh anchor and deploy our mining station. Your station is damaged. To repair it, select the station and click the repair button to restore its durability. From this panel, you can also activate the radar and the filtration system. Repairs. Repairs the durability and functionality of the building. Okay, and I do see I'm in front of a little bit of UI. Let me fix that quick. Actually, let's change cameras. And then we'll change this camera. There we go. We may have to move that around a little bit more. Okay, so we need to repair our station. Station mode is now available. However, before you build anything, select an empty tile and use drilling by clicking on the drill icon to free up some space for construction. Drilling. Days until completion, 1. So we've deployed a drill, and it is working on drilling out these sections that are next to us. Drilling takes 1 day and removes rock up to 4 tiles around it. You can end the turn by clicking on the calendar icon in the upper left corner. Tip, you can learn more in the help menu. Okay, thank you. Next day. Okay, we're using up oxygen, we're using up power. Oh, this is fuel. What is this one then? Apparently I don't know what that one is. Begin a new day. What is this game? This is Anoxia Station. A horror turn-based mining game. Activate filtration on the station to reduce radiation. Okay, so lowers overall radiation level. So we're going to lower 30, I assume that's sieverts. We're gonna lower 10 degrees, and we're gonna use 10 energy to do that. Build a generator to restore the power supply. Okay, sure, we'll build it right here. So we have drilling. It costs some people and some fuel. We have a harvester. We have a refinery. We have a convector. This produces oxygen. And a generator. Okay, we are supposed to build a generator. Generator, days until completion, 1. And while we're waiting, let's continue to mine. So it's working on that. I think that's all we can really do. Guess we could build more, but no, let's just follow. Build a generator to store power. Yeah, let's not fight the tutorial. Oh, Mr. Shadier, it's something, all right. Character unlocked, mechanic. Oh no, Magma! Brilliant. Use the drill in a few more places to make room for construction. Don't forget to remove waste rock dumps from the tiles. You can now interact with the heroes. Click on the human icon in the top right corner. Each character has a certain passive and active abilities. To enable a passive ability, assign the hero to an appropriate structure. Activate abilities require manual use. They're extremely helpful, but can only be used once a day or a week. Okay, so we have our caddy. That was our starting choice. We can use them in a refinery. Distillation produces less radiation. In a station, filtration reduces more radiation. We can do thermography, redistributes temperature of production processes, eventually reducing it. We can do aquathermolysis, purifies petroleum into pure processed water. And we can demagmatize, neutralize nearby magma lake, leaving a rock dump in its place. We are gonna do this because this is gonna make it stupid hot in here. It's already it's already 52 Celsius, so let's get rid of the magma. And holy moly, that is loud on my end. Okay, so that was his ability. We could still put him in a building. I don't think we're gonna do that. Next, we have Thea Newman from Australia. She's the mechanic. Status is alive. Excellent, me too. We can put her in a radio tower to throw grenades. We can put her in a generator to produce more energy per day, but increase radiation when activated. Okay. Her abilities are fuel dilution, increase fuel volume by adding crude petroleum, emergency reset, restarts electrical systems on generators, pausing fires, total repair, restore the durability of all constructed buildings. All right, let's have her produce more energy per day. So, can I click on this? So this is our generator. Durability 140, active, 2 people are working in here. So we use 15 fuel per day, and we get 30 energy. We can activate it, produce energy by consuming more fuel. This also gives us radiation, or we could repair it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have her just work at the generator. Yeah, now we're making 45 energy today. So we'll have her do that. All right, our drilled out stuff. Let's get rid of that. So this costs us 1 person and 15 fuel. So the people, I believe, we assign them, but then they come back when they're done with the job next turn. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so we've got some room. Let's turn on, what do you want? Build a convector to restore oxygen. Okay, let's not fight the tutorial like I mentioned. So we'll go here. Convector, we'll build it. We'll go here. What do we got? Some roots. That looks like eggs. That looks like roots. This looks like there might be liquid over here though. Let's drill this. I want to see if this is something liquid. All right, we'll take that turn. So this is day 4, week 1. 120 survivors. Begin new day. Underground lake. Activate radar in the station. Once it's working, we can open it by clicking on the icon in the bottom left. And we did find some water. Right now, we're using 5 water per day. And we're gonna need more to use our convector here. So this is using, the 5 water. It produces 35 oxygen and costs 5 energy. We can do evaporation, which lowers radiation, lowers temperature, and costs 20 water. And we can repair it. So right now, our tip is actually kind of cold. It's 15 Celsius in here. We're not gonna do that. Let's go ahead. They want me to build a pump here. No, let's not fight the tutorial. They want to activate the radar, so 20 energy. Okay, then we can click this, and now we get some sort of radar reading. So there's a lot of roots over here, and there's something. 2 more things here. There's something there. That looks like eggs or something. I don't know if we want to mine that. We got a lot of something over here, so maybe we need to mine in this direction. We're looking for oil. We're looking for oil. Okay, so that's kind of pointing me up here. So let's go here and drill. Turn on the evaporator in the convector. This reduces temperature and radiation. Okay, I'm not going to fight the tutorial, even though I don't think that's the best thing to do right now. Do the evaporation. Find petroleum reservoir. Use radar to locate it. Okay, we think there might be some up here, so we're drilling towards it. Also, we have this damp rock. Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna go ahead and build the water pump just to get it going. So, harvester extracts petroleum. Lab. Pump. Produces water. Production per day. And it's minus 20 of the power. Go ahead and build that. Okay. Day 6. With horror overturns? Yes. Reverse Frostpunk? I guess you could say that. I don't think it's quite as involved as Frostpunk. Welcome to the crew, by the way. This is a one-way trip. You may not return to the surface. Until we're done. Because you'll make it back when we're done. Don't worry about it. Begin a new day. We're getting a little low on water, so I'm glad we found that. Petroleum reservoir. Start extracting with the harvester. Yes. Yes. We'll build it. We'll build it here. Harvester. Construction harvester. Days of completion 1. And over here. Do we want to build the refine? No, let's not fight it. Let's not fight it. I gotta keep reminding myself that. So we're okay on power. We are doing good on oxygen. In fact, I kind of want to turn you off. We need to upgrade the base. We could clear it. Assigned personnel. Fire suppression. No, I guess I can't turn it off once we get the oxygen pump flowing. Okay, we're building the harvester. What a great first week, guys. We're pumping oil. Hey, Chazzy, good to see you, man. Loving the vibe on this one. What's it about? This is a, oh goodness, 1988. The world is in like some sort of, I think, nuclear winter or something. Something has bad happened on the surface, and we desperately need oil. But surface drilling isn't working anymore. We are like, I think it said 2.5 kilometers down in the earth. Like, we're building like actual production buildings down here, seeking oil. the giant stop symbol? Am I that blind? Deactivate building. Eric, this is why you earn the big bucks around here. We'll be back by Christmas. That's right. Don't even worry about it, guys. There's at least 23 survivors in this channel right now. I guarantee. Okay, then I am gonna actually... Will you let me do that? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't want to keep pumping that if we don't need the extra oxygen, because I don't want to waste the water. Okay, start extracting with the harvester. Okay, so here... Production per day, we use 15 fuel, and we use 5 energy, so we want to make sure we get this used. Extracts crude oil from the nearest reservoir, plus 125. We can store up to 300. Yum. Build a refinery. Okay. Yeah, we could build it right here because we can... Oh, wait. No, we can't mine over there. Okay, hang on. We need to mine... Oh, are we not? Oh, nope. This is not mineable. If that's the case... Let's clear out this damn rock. Give me my radar again. Okay, that really does look like there should be something in that direction. Maybe we need to clear over here a little bit more. I don't think I want to mine the egg-looking thing. That just seems like a bad plan. Or actually, maybe we don't have any room. Or maybe we will be mining the egg-looking thing. Alright, drill. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Don't worry about it. Build a refinery. We will build the refinery here. Refinery. Okay. Great first week, guys. Great first week. Looks interesting. Suitably frostpunky, this war of mine. Depressing. Yep. A cocoon. You've discovered cocoons of an unknown creature. Attack them by using the impulse ability. To activate the ability, select your station and click on the target. Alright. Arm the impulse cannons. Release a powerful electrical pulse to the target area. 25 to 65 damage, costs 20 energy. Well, that's going to be expensive. That was anticlimactic. Well, you've extracted some petroleum to turn it into fuel. Activate the distillery. Yes. Clear away those rocks. Also, we should probably be pumping here. Let's get some of that water. Okay, before we do refinery stuff though, let's assign the guy. So distillation produces less radiation. Let's do that. We have Nud Linnerstrom from Denmark, who is our foreman. Status, alive. We can do a flare. Throw a flare to drive out darkness nearby and distract sighted creatures. We have Petrothermal Surge. Uses heat of rocks to reduce energy by consuming oxygen. Uprooting. Eliminate one rhizome once and for all. Alright, we don't technically have a rhizome yet, so that's fine. Extraction produces more petroleum and heat. Okay, we may use that. Repository reduces daily fuel loss. We don't have a repository. Produces more energy per day, but increases radiation. Yeah, we definitely need more energy if we're going to be shooting this thing at 20 a pop. Okay, now, close that. Refinery. Distillation. Converts crude petroleum into fuel. Plus 150 fuel. It's going to give us 10 radiation. Our radiation's actually getting kind of juicy. And 10 heat. Alright, do it. Refined fuel is stored in repositories. To increase the storage capacity, build more repositories or upgrade the station. We got plenty of room still. We can hold 600. Exhaust all petroleum reservoirs in the sector. That's our job. All right, we have room for this. Hang on, did I have somebody who could produce more? Extraction produces more petroleum. Yes. 170. Go for it. Yum, yum, yum. Refined fuel is stored in repositories to increase. Yeah, we got that tip. Thank you. Okay, our goal is to harvest all of the petroleum. So we're working on this one. That does tell us there's another one somewhere on the map. And we need to fire our cannon. No, we've already fired it this turn. All right. Day 1 of week 2. Let's go. Begin a new day. That's a rhizome. Okay, we do have a rhizome. Okay, so let's immediately use that guy. Eradicate 1 rhizome once and for all. Yeah, get out of here. Nobody likes you, rhizome. Okay, filtration reduces more radiation. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna run filtration. Minus 40. Yeah. Do it. Impulse cannon, fire! How we doing here, buddy? 35 out of 100 HP left, and it's consuming oxygen. At the start of each day, consumes oxygen. Yeah, stop that. Okay, convector, we're gonna get you turned on. We need to be careful about our power usage, but I think I would like to do one. Reduce radiation, reduce temperature. Gives us 20 oxygen. Okay, let's wait. Oh no, if I'm running it, we should use it. Do it. There we go. Back down to 17 Celsius, down to 32 millisieverts. I think that's relatively high, but still, we'll go with it. Okay, other people, produce more energy. We're not going to be able to do this unless we do the refinery. Yeah, and we didn't put him in the refinery, so let's not do that. I don't want to waste our crude when we could make it more efficient. A damp rock, clear that out. Okay, where's my... Okay, there's still something over here. I guess this is something I can actually get to right now while we're blowing up this cocoon. Let's keep working on that. Drill, baby, drill. Hey, Beowulf, how's it going, man? I think the yellow line indicates impassable. Yellow line. Are you talking about this stuff means impassable? That would make sense. If that's the case, then we're definitely going to need to go this way. Because we definitely have some signatures of something over here. Yeah. Not escape. My dominions coming out. All right, we've already shot. We're drilling. We could get some more water. Let's get that water. No, that was not water. That was me activating the generator. Oops. Okay, that's all right. We were low on energy anyways. Exhausted tile. Clear. Uses a person and a little bit of fuel. Sure? Are you really sure you want to destroy... Why would I not want to destroy an exhausted tile? Okay, maybe we won't. Okay, now we have nothing left to pump here, so let's deactivate the building so we're not paying for it. That tile is tired. That's right. To be fair, if anyone trained me for this game, it's Lego Rock Raiders as a child. I'm used to my air supply running out. Just hold your breath. Simple as. Probably need to use the pump if you actually want water. Yeah. Some of them produce like the generator per turn, and you can activate it for more. Some of them do not produce per turn, and you need to activate them to get something out of it. I just need to learn which is which. I'm playing this nearly blind, just FYI. Begin new day. Okay, something over here just gave me radiation. I don't love that. All right. We have the power. Fire the cannon. Yeah, get out of here, cocoons. Nobody likes you using my oxygen. Okay, I should get in the habit, just like with Shadow Empire and Dominions, I really should have a turn habit. And the first thing we should really do, once we've looked at what happened, is people. Because it's very easy to do actions that you're like, oh shoot, I should have had my guy there. To wit, we're gonna want him to distillation produces less radiation. Yeah, and let's just do that. Okay, we have 155, so we actually still need to do another refinery before we have room. Okay, so this guy, extraction, no, nope. Okay, neither of those are needed. Produce more energy, yes. Our radiation's still kind of high, but we can survive it. Let's have you pause again. And for drilling, I guess we're heading around this. Maybe you are correct that these are impassable tiles, so let's drill around it. Power's okay, air is okay. All right, go. Okay, we used up some oxygen. That's fine. Again, new day. Uh-oh. It's a Humpback Crawler. Humpback Crawler, 180 HP. A writhing creature covered in chitinous shell. Its segmented body leaves trails of corrosive slime. In darkness, you can hear the horrifying scraping of its numerous limbs. Look at that little chunky boy. Not so hot now, are you, chunky boy? 45 damage. Get out of here. Alright, well, we probably don't want to drill next to that. We don't have a ton of options, though. I kind of put this pump in a bad spot. Do we just take the pump out? We're out of water. Alright, let's do it. Are you sure you want to destroy the pump? Yes. Alright, next time we'll learn. We shouldn't put buildings next to the edge where we might need to drill. Alright, we'll mine those out. We could produce some oxygen, but we don't need it. We've already... No, we have not done our distillation. Alright. Filtration produces more radiation? No. Distillation produces less radiation. Distill. Okay, we're at full fuel at the moment. Next, you. Extraction produces more petroleum and heat? Yes. And we will extract. Being attacked by giant bamboo rats? So there's a weird mix of oil blue and Alpha Centauri. Underground drilling creates planet worms. I don't know what the cause is. I don't know if we did it, if there was a nuclear war, or if it's just underground horrors that were always here. All right, we've exhausted this. That means we can't do any more harvesting, I assume. So let's turn that off. Let's turn on our convector. Do we have anything else we can do? You could give me more power. Yes. We've already done our shot. We're drilling. Water's okay. Oh, this was natural gas. Okay. We do not have any natural gas. Next. Begin a new day. He's moving around. Oh, look at that ugly little sucker. Speaking of Alpha Centauri, any chance we play that? I loved Alpha Centauri. I don't know how well it runs on modern machines. Speaking of modern machines, my current computer doesn't even have a CD drive, so I would need to, like, buy it on Steam again. Which, I don't know, I wouldn't hate doing. Because, yeah, I've got my CDs. But, yeah, modern system. I don't even have a CD player on it. Okay, step 1. Fire the cannons at the worm. 135 HP. Okay, he seems very slow, so I think we're gonna be okay. That's a big boy, though. That's a really big boy. Because I think if these are windows, this is a huge building. I'm not sure if that's the case, but yeah. Yeah, that's a big boy. Your crew discovers a drilling rig. It doesn't belong to your expedition. Did somebody beat you to it? No one answers the shout out. Only the monotonous beeping of a radio beacon can be heard in the dead silence. Is anyone there? Damaged oil driller. Or damaged drill rig. The red light of the beacon illuminates the collapsed drilling rig. Its drilling bit is stuck in the bedrock. The hole is damaged, and one of its tracks is beyond repair. The airlock is hermetically sealed. It will take some time to open it. Do you have the time? Bring explosives or do nothing yet. Yeah, do nothing yet. Let's not blow it apart. Okay, drill. We're looking for more oil. We have plenty here. I wouldn't want to do a refine. Oops. Because we wouldn't be able to store 150. So at, what would that be? 550 at 450, no. Yeah, 450 we'll want to do another distillation. Okay, people. I think we're gonna do a convection, so we're not gonna do filtration, so he doesn't need to do anything. We're not extracting, we're not saving. Unlocks the ability to throw, but we don't have a radio tower, so moot point. Yeah, just make more power, please. All right, now convector, we are going to lower the temperature and the radiation by doing some evaporation. I think that's turn. They have it on GOG for cheap. You know, you're getting older when you replay Alpha Centauri, you start to understand what Miriam talks about when creating gods who rule over us. Alpha Centauri was so amazing. So much of modern Civ came from that too. He just spit at my convector. You jerk. I was just gonna kill you gently. Now I'm not gonna do it gently. Critical damage. He's got 22 HP left. And we're gonna have to repair. So this is gonna use 25 fuel. I don't want him to destroy a building because I'm gonna have to rebuild it. And we're gonna turn you off again. Okay, can we get in here yet? Nope, do nothing yet. Okay. And the first time I played it, I used explosives to open it. I'm curious to see if we can do it without the explosives. Crystals. A cluster of crystals, possibly quartz, solid, sharp, yet beautiful. If you listen to them closely, you can hear a distinctive sound. And we've got a thing down here. Crystalline cracking. Cracks clusters of crystals, releasing significant amount of energy. Okay. We don't need to do that at the moment. A suspicious tunnel. A source of strange sounds. Well, that's not ominous. Don't even worry about it. All right, where is this other... All right, that was crystal, obviously. Maybe something here, maybe something there. I don't... Yeah, we can't drill here. We can't fill that in. I guess we drill over here? No, none of that's drillable. I feel like the tutorial had me drive into a spot that bumped me out. I think we might need to drill through this spot. I guess we could drill over here some more, but he's in the way at the moment. Oh, there's a crack thing. This might be oil. Can you destroy my drills? I don't know. None of that is being drilled. Fine. Okay, let's wait and let's finish him off here and then we'll fiddle. I might need to move this. And in order to move this, I think I might need to destroy my generator. Alright, let's take a turn. Begin a new day. Oh, okay, he's moving. There's an earthquake. Oh, that's not good. All my buildings got damaged. A lot. And they destroyed my convector because I think he spit at it when that started. Alright. Alright. Step 1, fire the cannon. No more of that. No more of that. Alright. Let's get our people. You had the ability to use 225 fuel to repair all buildings. Let's do it. Okay, we have enough room for fuel, so let's... Distillation process does less radiation. Let's refine. We're not extracting, we're not reducing. Yeah, just make me more power. We are almost out of juice here. Alright, with you dead, am I able to mine anything here? Yes, I am. Okay, let's head for this. So, okay, I don't think I was able to mine here because he was next to it, so that's good to know. We need to clear out monsters if we need to mine that direction. It's 44 degrees, 96 sieverts, and they blew up my oxygen generator. I think we're gonna wait to rebuild it though. We might be able to get by without it and finish the map. Our water's becoming concerning, as is that extra magma. Molten primal magma is the blood of the earth, the heat that courses through the arteries and veins of bedrock, craving to reach the surface and reduce everything it touches to ash. It's getting hot. It's magma. Okay, but we're gonna demagmatize you. Get out of here. Nobody likes you, magma. All right, drill right here. Please be the other oil we're looking for, because otherwise we're gonna have to go this way, and I think I'm gonna have to destroy my generator to move my building. I think it can only move 1 square, if I remember right. Okay, we're okay on heat, we're okay on radiation. We were gonna do a refine. We're not gonna do a refine because we don't have that much oil. Never mind. Are you ready? Do nothing yet. All right, no explosives. Next. Okay, now we're starting to lose some oxygen. Petroleum, there it is. Oh, that sweet, sweet black gold. All right, clear out that rock. Can we drill? Yes. And then here, we need to put in a harvester. Okay, people-wise, I want you to make more power. I don't think we're gonna run any of this. Yeah, this all costs fuel or other things, so I don't think we want to do that. We're not harvesting this turn. Yeah, we're fine. Our power's at 50. All right. Let's get that extractor in. Your air supply is running out. Yeah, it is going down. Yeah. Down to 60. I think we will have to rebuild it. I was hoping we could finish the map without it, but 3 harvests at 20 a turn, we would run out of oxygen. Okay, you... I'm not sure what you're gonna do. We are gonna extract. We need more power. All right, just in case we need to drive around or something, let's build it like over here. Get that back in. Okay, harvester. Extract. Yeah. We're like full. Okay, I guess maybe we do need a storage tank because I don't want to wait around to run out. So we'll build it like over here. So we need a repository. Stores petroleum. We also have radio towers. Okay, give me that. We're at 2 out of 3 of the harvest. Excellent. I guess keep mining. Sure. All right, done. Begin a new day. I just want you guys to know, I'm keeping you so safe. We've had no one die yet. Very, very, very safe. The safest, some would say. All right, now we have a repository. Production per day is 5 fuel. Interesting. We can repair it. Okay, interesting. All right, we are going to... Well, I guess that's not fuel. That's crude. Interesting. So I wouldn't even want to do an extraction right now because we still wouldn't be able to fill it. And yours is reduce daily fuel loss. This says fuel gain. Okay, I'm not certain what that's all about, but I guess we need more storage. So build me another repository. Okay, here's some more rock to clean out. We got a Ryome. All right, saw it down. And clear out that rubble. And we didn't particularly find anything of note. Let's keep drilling. That looks like maybe some more water. That could be useful. All right, we are a little low on oxygen, but it'll come back up now. It's a little warm and a little radioactive. Let's do some evaporation. God, can you imagine how hot and muggy it would get in here if you were just evaporate cool, like swamp cooler, like 20 degrees Celsius? Crazy. All right, done. This has been really calm compared to my test game. Very calm. I did note we're losing power. All right, here, drill. All right, we have room for some more crude, so let's get that going. So, and we can actually produce. So, distillation produces less radiation. Extraction produces more petroleum. Make me more energy. Okay, so we are going to distill. 150 fuel, excellent. Now we have plenty of room, so we're going to extract. Went from 180, 175 up to 350. Okay, so if we do a normal extraction next turn, we can actually be done with this. Our power's becoming worrisome. It's fine. It's fine, guys. The lights aren't gonna go out. Stop worrying about it. Okay. Underground lake. Good, good. Damp rock cleared out. Man, yeah, look at my screen. It's got like condensation on the camera. That's kind of a cool effect. Okay, well, hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Filtration lowers more radiation. I don't think we're doing that. Extracting, we wouldn't even be able to fit anymore, so that's moot. Let's turn this on. Reduces the daily fuel loss. I don't know, this looks like fuel gain, not loss. Just food for thought. All right, let's go ahead and harvest. Wait, hold on. Did I? Yeah, more power, please. We're slowly losing energy. All right, harvest it. A petroleum reservoir is exhausted. Until it can be upgraded, you can deactivate the harvester to free up workforce for other jobs, which are often shorthanded. And that's still behind my head. I'll tell you what, let's flip over to RimWorld camera. Maybe I'll be okay over there. Exhausted tile. All right, he's sleepy. That's all right. So you said we could turn you off. Find the exit point and leave the sector. Okay, so we're looking for a tunnel to get out of here. I have a sneaky suspicion it's up there. We go to our radar. I have a really sneaky suspicion it's up there. All right, can we head in that direction? We can. Instead of there, can we go here? We can cover more ground. All right, so we're just looking to get out of here at this point. Just in case, though, we better put in a pump and we'll get the water. And you're turned off, so you don't matter. We're full on oxygen, but I do think we will evaporate again. It is hot in here. 65 Celsius. Okay, next. Begin a new day. Saved. No exit. Keep drilling. Yeah, that did not save any time. Alright, these crystals are in the way. If I do this I don't have the character. Oh, okay, I see. We may need to get these crystals out of the way, so I'm actually going to build that. I think she comes from the lab, even though the tutorial's not telling us to do that yet. Let's drop the lab, because I might want to pop these and get these out of the way. All right, run it. Hey, Blasterbot! 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Blaster. Congratulations to Sela Adine, Chazzy Burger, Philosopher, Matthew Kusta, Hothnog, The Master Stick, Dino Allo Nalibro, Zerks, Gamer Pixel 31, and Shiki. Make sure you give a thank you out to Blasterbot. Thank you very much for your continued generosity, Blaster. Very appreciated. Okay, our power's becoming desperate. Okay, we unlocked the Chemist. Maybe we're actually really good time because we can crack this for a bunch of power. Yeah. We're gonna do that. Excellent. Alright, get those rocks out of the way, and then we can mine that. Maybe we can skirt by and get over here without taking anything out. Okay, still says do nothing yet. I don't think this is gonna solve itself. I think we're gonna have to go through this. Bring the explosions. Right, we have to wait for the next turn, apparently. Okay, we have the laboratory now. And that lets us do science. So we could... Station generator installs a compact generator on the station, allowing it to produce a small amount of energy daily. We can do decoy, adds a device that generates vibrations to attract blind creatures. It also detects nearby biological threats using echolocation. Grenade launcher, allow radio towers and outposts to hit multiple targets with grenades. I think I need the generator because we're having power problems. Hey, Tamosha, welcome in. All right, we're mining as hard as we can. We're trying to make some power. So we'll have her make more power. I'm still a little concerned about the radiation, but I think we're going to get rid of it via convection. So he can do nothing. You can produce. All right, what does she do? Pump. Reduces the levels of radioactivity of pump out water while reducing its volume. Produces more oxygen per day, but requires more water during evaporation. So we're going to do an evap, so I don't want to do that. And her abilities are salt decomposition. Split heavy metal salts to produce oxygen and reduce radiation. That's actually kind of nice. Endotropic chlorination. A chain of chemical reactions producing cold gas significantly reduces temperature. And crystalline cracking. That's what we just did. And got some energy from it. Okay. So a gas barung is needed and a drilling rig is required. Okay. We can't do either one of those people yet. All right, we're going to evaporate some more. We gotta watch our water though. We're nearing the end of what we can do with that. Go ahead and pump. No, maybe not. Maybe once we start pumping this water, we'll be okay. All right, run it. No deaths. I told you guys, totally safe. Come on, exit. That's not the exit. Okay, keep drilling. We gotta find this exit, man. Next to the suspicious tunnel. Alright, what do we got? The half-ruined cabin is abandoned. No dead or alive. Most of the documents were incinerated in the explosion. The part that survived turned into a wet mess during the extinguishing. The red Mayday light is still flashing annoyingly. One of the miners turns it off. Retrieve the data recorder. Got a science out of that. Okay. Second drill adds another drill to the depot, which allows you to cook 2 drilling operations at the same time. Rad Filters. Installs Rad Filters in all buildings, reducing radiation from each by 5 millisieverts per day. Let's do that. We're having some rad problems. And actually, I kind of think we're going to have him... Filtration reduces more radiation. We're going to actually turn on our filters here. Okay, save fuel, produce energy. I don't want her to do either of those. Run our rad filters. There we go. We're down to 85 millisieverts. And pump that water. All right, we're out. We've used all the water. Let's pause the pump. All right, come on, drilling team. Find me that exit. We are kind of on a timer because we are using up resources here. Hey, Tashingo. Good to see you. Not good, not horrible. Yeah, it's a good day's work. That's something. A giant shell. The shell of an enormous creature. It could fit a 10-story building, but it's empty now. You can only hope the species is long extinct, though deep down, you know that's not the case. This is not good. Okay, clear that out of the way. Are you sure you want to destroy it? Yes. Because we need to drill. We're looking for an exit. Seems long abandoned, yeah? Does seem. Find the exit and leave. I'm looking. Days until completion 1. Okay. And we still have one more science point. Research Center. An opportunity to improve the laboratory. Adds a special experiment process which adds technology point upon completion. Sure. Kind of weird to spend a point to get a point, but all right. That sounds horrific. Human screams and white noise intertwined with radio waves. It appears the drill belonged to some kind of mother station, an Arab one apparently. It remains unclear where the people went to and why they decided to leave such a valuable equipment behind. However, a set of coordinates in sector KM16 has been tracked. Most likely that's where they're stationed now. They're close. An acid snail? Oh no! A nasty blind creature that navigates by sound, devouring everything that moves, leaves behind an acid trail. Ready the impulse cannons? Fire! We missed. We missed. I can't believe we missed. Okay, let's build a radio tower because I feel like we probably need to fire more at that. What are you doing? Produces technology point. Ah, I see. I see. We can do an ability to... Okay, that makes more sense than researching something that gives me research. That makes way more sense. We have plenty of fuel. What do you need? 2 people and a lot of fuel. Do it. If you need to upgrade the base. Ah, okay, I gotcha. I hate that thing. Okay, we're going to do a distillation, I think. Produce that. Produce more energy. And we could upgrade this if we had 500, so we might look at doing that. We'll see. All right, that was really bad that we missed that. That was really bad. And he went right where I need to be drilling. You jerk. All right, fire the impulse gun. 65 damage. I think we are gonna upgrade our building. And we have a radio tower. Now, if we assign the mechanic, unlocks the ability to throw grenades. Yes. All right, we're not gonna do either of these. You can do that. All right, grenade costs 80 fuel. We don't have 80 fuel. All right, take that back. We are gonna do a distillation. Do it. Okay, 150 fuel. Roll the grenades. Critical damage. 37 HP left. All right, excellent work, team. Babel RNG, that's right. At least this one doesn't seem to have a ranged attack. Cross my fingers. Yeah, he's just walking around being all dumb. Unlock building. This is because we upgraded our main thing. Boiler, a hydro generation, concentrator, a turbo pump, a terminal, outpost. I like that we have cannons on it. That's indicative of things. All right, let's get rid of that. Cannon, did we upgrade your damage? No, it did not. Damage type is electricity, I just noticed. Innovation is unlocked. Acid trail. The trail left by a snail corrodes everything around it. Fortunately, the acid dries up without a trace in a few days. Does that mean I'm not allowed to drill here? Yes, it does. If I drill there, that does nothing. Dang him. That's literally where we need to drill. I guess let's clear out over here. Okay, now we have some fuel. That did give me more storage too. Okay, so upgrading this should be a high priority, is what we're learning here. All right, people, I think we're going to refine again. So we're gonna distill, reduce the loss, make me more power. Yeah, I don't think we need any of your other things. Distill. Okay, we're up to 290. I want to have enough that we can fight with grenades and stuff if we have to. Okay, we're on week 4, day 6. So this is going to be day 7. The water building? What about the water building? We drained the water that was next to it. Did I not turn it off? Begin new day. Yeah, it's turned off. There's no more water right here. Oh, the hydro generator? I'm not certain if it's going to use water to make or what. Okay, did not find the exit. All right, I'm thinking the exit's up here. That's my guess, based on this radar image. I hope it's up here. Let's put it that way. All right. Oh, and we can clear this out finally. Okay, dang it. Well, if we had blown that up right away, we could have mined in there without this whole rigmarole. All right, well, it is what it is. All right, people. We are gonna chill on you. You can do that. You can do that. Done. And keep drilling. Okay, we still are not out. Keep drilling. Okay, on the radar. Okay, the yellow lines do not mean that it's impassable because we are drilling this now. So I don't know what that exactly means, but it's not that. Maybe it's biological because there's roots here and it looks like there's a bunch of eggs over here. Okay, what do you have? Cheerful music. Well, our syndrome is norm. We have the norm syndrome. Okay, that's fine. That's like your morale, essentially. Our auto filtration is running. So we use 10... No, we lower temperature and we lower radiation automatically. Can I turn this off? I can. Okay. Nice. Okay, because we don't need to be running that. It's actually really chill at the moment. Does it spawn Zerg? Well, so far we fought a giant brawly worm and a giant acid snail that was multiple stories tall. So, I mean, we could have Zerg. I won't say we don't. Production per day is minus power. Do you do anything else? We just use power to have you running, essentially. It says secures perimeter. I guess we'll just leave it alone. We could... You know what? Why don't we get the rest of our crude oil refined? Distillation produces less. Save that. Do that. And let's refine. Okay, that's our last... Yeah, that's our last refine. We have no more in the tank. Production per day is minus 10 oxygen. So we are actually producing some here, I guess. So 550. Let's see when we end our turn how much we have next turn. The levels of seismic activity in the sector will increase significantly in the next few weeks. We must leave immediately. Let's get out of here. I would love to get out of here. Could you please find me the exit? We're mining desperately. All right. No, not you. You. Fire at that. And I think we're going to save fuel, run generator. But I also... Where's my grenades? Fuel dilution. Uprooting. Oh, shoot. That was this ability, not one of these. Okay, we'll throw grenades next turn. Days left before powerful earthquake, 10. Well, our exit better be over here. We're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble if it's not. Drill, baby, drill. Do we get to be a miner? Can I be the worst one? Everyone who enters stream has signed up to the crew. It's in the fine print. So 33 souls are down here with me at the moment. Did they discontinue the regular sugar-free colored monsters? I can't find a good pink one anymore. I was duped into a strawberry monstrosity. Oh no. We found even more eggs. That is not great. This is not the exit. We have 9 days. We have 9 days. We need to go. I need you to throw grenades. Yeah. Yeah. All of our resources are okay, so we can be pretty gung-ho here. So throw a grenade. Oh, you just randomly do it. I didn't click to target that. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Okay, so which one of you has less HP? 50, no, 62 and 35. Fire at that one. That's not an exit. Rather than giving it myself more eggs to deal with instantly, why don't we mine that one? We have 9 days left. What's the premise of this one anyways? Is it like a horror submarine game but in a mine? I think that would be fair. From what I got from the beginning intro, it's the year 1988. There's something wrong on the surface and we can't get oil anymore. So we're 2.5 kilometers under the earth, digging down into these weird cave systems that still have some oil in them. And there's all kinds of monsters. Tunnel. Tunnel. All right, we're gonna be fine, builders. We're gonna be fine. Move station to exit point. All right, I gotta remember how to do this. Transform! Yeah, we can only move, select the station. Yeah, I can't just move there, so we can only move one at a time. And just go, go, go. Victory! With a totally normal background screen. I don't even want you guys to worry about this. This one doesn't even look like blood. It's fine. Mission accomplished. Expedition lasted week 5, day 5. Creatures killed 4, 120 survivors. No one died. My first playthrough, I had like 10 deaths. Now we are as far as I've been. I beat that map just to make sure it was going to run okay for stream. Sector KM16, 2,980 meters deep. Probability of seismic activity, 68%. External temperature, 35 degrees Celsius. Signs of biological activity, detected. Background radiation, 25 millisieverts an hour. Crew alive, 120. Only minor despair. Chapter 2, Radio Silence. Suspicious spores are floating in the air. Smells like sweaty feet and boiled cabbages. It took longer to go through the tunnel than expected. A period of downtime always affects the spirit. The workers have taken to drink. 3 morose men are sitting at a small metal table. Something is dripping off the corner, either cheap wine or blood. We must restore communications with the surface and begin reconnaissance immediately. Got it. Oh, that was not good. Select the station. Begin new day. Anchors away, boys. All right, start drilling. Actually, that doesn't hit anything. Alright, I can't see. Drill over there. This looks like oil already. Well, we don't need it instantly. We need to get our stuff up and running. Alright, so what did we learn? We need to make sure there's a way to drive the base around. So it's probably not good to surround it with buildings. Although, putting the buildings around it, feel like maybe that would help protect it. So, I don't know, there's some trade-off there. We need to make sure there's a route to drive to the exit. Okay, at the base itself, let's fire up the radar. Okay, we can see ourselves here. There is something there. Okay, I'm pretty sure these blocks are non-mineable. I think those are the hard ones. We got lots of stuff in that direction. And a little stuff in this direction. Okay, so maybe we go for this first and see what's over here. That seems like a plan. So instead, well, no, I still need to drop a generator at least. Yeah, let's get that in there. Delicious fungus zombies? Ooh. Can we say cordyceps? That makes me think of Shadow of the Elder Gods. Oh! Hello? Is that your cocoon? Giant larva. A giant larva of an unidentified insect. It's scary to even imagine what an adult looks like. At first glance, it's harmless and vulnerable. Feed. Commits a terrible and meaningless sacrifice. We could feed it a crew. Let's not feed it the crew. Are you gonna damage my stuff, or am I allowed to build a generator here? We'll keep you company with a generator. Imagine being the guy who has to work the generator next to that. Are you gonna get mad if I shoot the cocoons? No, you're okay with that. Okay, next. I want to see this oil. Okay, we gotta watch our oxygen here too. We also need to build a laboratory. The guy that missed the impulse can. Next guy to miss with the can goes in the maggot. We dune now? Begin. This is way bigger than a dune worm. If that snail shell could have fit a 10-story building, that shell was like the size of this. This is like 100 stories tall or something ridiculous. Alright, generator is up. We want you to produce more energy. Alright, we can't turn that on because we don't have it. We're not going to run either of those this turn. Clear the damp rock. We do have petroleum. Alright, if I was to mine here, yeah, okay, this is not mineable territory, or terrain. So this is a perfect spot for our harvester. I want to make sure I leave a way out, so we're not going to build here. So... yeah, there we go, perfect. We can get 3 out of that one. Actually, hang on. Is the thing in front of him mineable? It is. Okay, I'm still going to do this. I am going to pop in our convector. I'm a little worried about oxygen levels. Okay, so the number one thing I want to do right now, if we could get to 500 fuel, we could upgrade our base. That seemed like that was really good. It gave us more storage, etc., etc. We also have full petroleum, so we could, if we got a refinery up, get started on that. You know what? Let's change this plan. We can build the harvester over here. Let's get a refinery. Give me a refinery. It's a little warm in here, but you gotta remember, the background temperature down here is 35. So it's definitely not as cool. But brother, I need more ore. No, brother, we are here for the petroleum. I love that channel. Cyanide, that was a little on the nose, I will say. Alright, what is it? During the excavations, a device resembling the anti-criteria mechanism was retrieved. It was likely created by the ancient Greeks and used to navigate by the stars. No particular interest to us. Shall we open a museum at the station? Why are we finding ancient navigation devices 3,000 meters under the earth? Just saying, those are some questions I have. Okay, damp rock, damp rock, damp rock. All right, if we're gonna pump this, I'm gonna need an excavator here, so I'm gonna have to drill this out before I build that. Okay, we are gonna do a refine today, so let's... Distillation produces less radiation. Give me more power. And do a refine. Okay, 515. So we can not upgrade yet. What was the trigger for that? Not certain. Oh, it was the lab, I bet. All right, Big Worm, I know you're going to destroy this at some point, and I'm going to be really sad about it. But for now, maybe we could be friends and I'll build a lab? That'd be kind of cool. Okay, you are making oxygen. You are drilling this so that we can start pumping this stuff out. I think we're good. We already assigned people. Let's go. Oh, neat, a Gizmo Bob. That music is just very strange to me. Hum of oscilloscopes and autoclaves. Room with tiled walls. Filled with cigarette smoke and chalkboard scribbles with formulas. Someone's seedlings are being kept under a UV lamp. With the laboratory construction, it becomes possible to research new technologies. A chemist is now available for you to manage. Got it. Yeah, we kind of did that last time. All right. Oh, nice. We kept our tech. Beautiful. Okay, I kind of feel like I want to upgrade our grenade ability for no reason. I'm just thinking, you know, we have a 100-story giant larva. Maybe we have a really, really big grenade. You've unlocked the ability to upgrade buildings, but first you have to upgrade the station. To do so, click on the station, then click the upgrade. Yeah. Do it. We also could do some more refining, and we will. So we need to... Distillation process produces less radiation. Do it. Alright, we got some crystals. We got petroleum reserve. Alright, we are... Tunnel. Entry closed. A deep hole leading into the dark abyss. The engineers believe it's possible to bring the station in the next sector through it. Occasionally, strange clicking noises come from the tunnel. Don't worry about it, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Just gonna build a harvester next to the weird tunnel. Alright, here I think is where we wanted to go next. Research and technology, we're working on that. Oxygen is stable. We're out of raw goods, we're working on that. Okay, so I guess we are producing fuel per day, and it doesn't actually need petroleum, weirdly enough. We're using oxygen and power to produce fuel, if I'm reading this right. So next turn we should have 240 fuel if we're not using any fuel elsewhere, which we are. So 225. We should have 225 next turn if I understand this right. Let's see. Okay, so I didn't, but we are making 120. Okay, so if we run the ability, we can basically speed it up. Or we can just chill and we can kind of let it build up naturally. But we are on a time limit here, so we do kind of need to push it forward somewhat. All right, all those new buildings we looked at before. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Having improved the station, you've unlocked upgrades for other buildings. The new processes are also available now. Playing music over the loudspeaker helps keep morale high, and the filtration system is now automatic. Got it. Yeah, that is nice. I do like that. Magma. We hate magma. Go away. All right, here. Yep, drill. All right, so harvester. Yeah, see, production per day. Minus 15 fuel, minus power. You're not telling me that I'm making any. Yeah, I'm not making any petroleum. So we do have to actually run extraction to get this to do something. Okay, the laboratory. We could double our free power generation, but to do that, we need a bunch of fuel. Or we could get a boiler, which gives us more oxygen. We're not having oxygen problems. We could get more fuel per day if we upgrade the refinery to a concentrator. That sounds like it'd be a really good idea. We would use 20 oxygen per day. We're gaining 35, but we're using 20. 10. Okay, we could do that. I kind of like the idea of getting more free fuel, essentially. I like that quite a lot. We have lots of power currently. We are going to want to use this while it's up and running. We don't want to just leave this here because it's costing us and not providing anything. We also have a science point. Explosive ammunition. Unlocks the station's ability to launch fire cluster munitions. We could get a second drill. That sounds kind of useful. Decoy. Machine guns. Equip the drill with machine guns. Drilling damages nearby hostile creatures. Okay, that's kind of amazing. Gas development. Emergency cooling. Allows extracting gas with gas strobergs and storing the gas in holders. Turret system. Automatic turrets. Liquid nitrogen. Freeze cold sensitive creatures. Collapse earthquake prevention system. Allows you to delay the powerful earthquake by 5 days. Third drill. Adds another drill. Gives the Citadel the ability to summon a new Terranaut to the station once a week. I believe that's probably workers, if I had to guess. Deep vision. Proves radar, revealing the location of resources. I like the idea of that. What are you gonna do? Machine guns. Let's just get a second drill. We have a lot of space that we need cleaned out. What happens if I upgrade you? We would get production per day. Alright, let's upgrade you. That gives me production per day. I think we're going to need more power, but we don't have the fuel for that. So I think we are going... No, we can't produce. Okay, just be patient. We're not in a huge crunch. We got 43 days. Also, if this is the exit, do we just pick up and drive over there now? Or do we wait and we mad dash it? I kind of don't like being next to the giant larva. I won't lie. Switch to mobile mode. Moves the entire crew. Okay, so we would stop all work. Okay, maybe not a good plan. Alright, let's keep going. I don't like to drink, but everyone keeps feeding me liquor this year. Tasty enough. Spice whiskey cola. Ooh. Character unlocked. Engineer. You've upgraded the harvester to a drilling rig. The drilling rig automatically extracts petroleum, but causes thermos that can attract hostile creatures or provoke earthquakes. Okay, we learned something new. In the tunnel, one of the workers accidentally cuts a cable that powers the lights and equipment. A short circuit occurs. Electronic equipment surges through his body in a flash. The tunnels are instantly filled with the stench of burning flesh and wires. His colleagues find the charred corpse and realize the entire mine is now plunged into darkness. We could urgently replace the cable and restore power supply. 120 fuel. We could ask the engineers to develop emergency power circuits, but we can't do that because we don't have any tech points. We could punish the shift supervisor for his negligence. Well, that's not going to turn the lights back on. Let's turn the lights back on. I don't think I would want to be down here with the lights out. Hellflower. A unique plant blooming in the very heart of a volcanic stone exudes a fetid smell of rotten flesh. That happened. Alright, you drill. Okay, we can't drill there, but we could drill here. Okay, so we need to build 3 radio towers. That seems awfully weird. Why do we need 3 radio towers? We're also out of fuel. So I think we are going to have to do a refine here. So we are going to have to do an extract. Okay, so we're going to do a refine. We're going to do an extract. I can't do that. Why can we not do that? Auto extraction consumes less energy but increases radiation. I guess we're fine with that? That's worrisome. It says we get 135 per day, so I guess we're gonna be okay? He said nervously. Still 120 workers? That is true, he didn't die. That is true. Or actually, is 120 our maximum and we've actually had a death? No, that doesn't look... Maybe he didn't die. We just call him Crispy. I know for a fact I had a mining accident in my other game and I did lose somebody. Yeah, he did survive, I guess. That's really loud. It's a moth. Do note, this is like a 10-story tall moth. The flying creature came out of nowhere with a terrible buzzing sound, patting its legs and wiggling its antenna. It appears to be waiting for something. Its faceted eyes express nothing but mindless hunger. Well, you know what? How about you eat some electric guns? We missed. We missed. Alright, well. I can't believe we missed. Alright, distillation produces less radiation. I need more... No, I need grenades, but we can't do that ability. So give me more power. Auto extraction consumes less energy, but increases radiation. Our radiation is fine. What else do you do? Plants explosives on an empty tile. Why would we want explosives on an empty tile? Shield the building with the energy barrier capable of withstanding a single attack. Converts all available petroleum into fuel at the same ratio as hydrocracking, but also causes radiolysis and pyrolysis at the same time. 25 energy. You know what? Okay, so we can target where we want the shield. Let's target this in case the bug comes. All right, we have an energy shield. That's kind of cool. We also found a cocoon. That's not very cool. Okay, we know our exit's here, so we can build all in this area. We also found more magma. And we're not cooled down yet. We need 2 more days. Okay, this is a lot more going on than the last map. All right, we're supposed to build 3 radio towers. I believe that we should build 3 radio towers, but we can afford 2. We can afford 2. I'm kind of wanting that upgrade nowadays. Hellflower is very encouraging name. That's right. Ah, shoo. There's just an old lady with a rolled up newspaper. It's the chemist. Get out of here. Just hitting his, like, toe. All right, he's eating my generator. Warning, a huge moth has just landed on one of your buildings. It will devour the cladding and will eventually destroy the building. Activate a process in the building to drive the moth away and inflict some damage. Okay, before we do that though, I wonder if there's accuracy. Are you better at shooting? Oh, we can't shoot you. Okay, so we have to activate something here. Okay, well, we might as well do this then. It's the only choice. Electrocute him. Yeah, get out of here, moth. When I'm trying to record a video and you're banging into my lamp. It's so annoying. Get him. 25 damage. That's not encouraging. That is not encouraging. Okay, let's... Yeah, we have the fuel. Let's build that third radio tower we were told to build. And let's turn on the grenades. And, oh, grenade launchers. Oh, okay. It also hit the cocoon. 120 life left. Okay, so I don't get to target these. Those are just automatic. We need to remember that. You did, what is that, 30, 25 damage? Okay, we could take another hit if we had to. Okay, we're neutral on power, so we actually need to up power generation. We could do that via the, upgrading the laboratory, though. We need more fuel, and we're just out. We could do a refine. Let's do a refine. So, we want to produce less radiation. Produces more oxygen. Alright, let's do this. I'm not allowed to. Okay, well, let's refine. Shoots one per time. That seems to be the case. And it seems to be either the closest or auto-targeted. No danger close? Yes, danger close. Have you seen the size of these moths? It is 113 and we have an alarm going off. Okay, no more moth. Alright, so we need to lower the temps. Do it. We have not found any more water yet, just of note. Redistributes temperature of production processes, eventually reducing it. Cost 25 fuel. It's very hot. I think I'm gonna actually do that. Yeah. I think we're gonna leave the rest of that alone. Oxygen is okay. Yeah, we're fine. What is this? Alquathar. Like the Colossus over Rhodes, a majestic station towers over the pit. Another station. It resembles ours, but its railings are gilded and its walls are embellished with Arabic literatures, the meaning of which eludes us. The station's desolated, but why? Where's the crew? At last, we managed to find a single readable inscription on one of the many empty fuel barrels. It says, Alquathar, the Pond of Abundance. It seems the Arabs are way ahead of us. It's OPEC. Slowly and cautiously, the workers approach the mysterious and magnificent structure. Freckled with redelatures of rust and weaving of once colorful literature, the blast door is tightly shut. It won't even budge. The workers are waiting obediently for orders, staring blankly at the Islamic ornament. We can send for the mechanic, we can do explosives, or do nothing. Let's send for the mechanic. Okay, our mechanic is mechanicking, I suppose. Keep drilling. Drill. I can't get rid of you for a while. Alright, drill you. Man, we're gonna have some temperature problems. Peak oil horror simulator. Yeah, there you go, Cyanide. Now you got it. What's this game? Just got in and already's got my attention. It's the 80s. Something horrible is happening on the surface, and we're deep underground searching for oil. And apparently there's like bug horrors down here. This is like 100-story tall larva. I'm very concerned. And we found a hellflower. That didn't console me much. And a giant moth is eating our like 10-story tall generator. So that happened. Let's roll a turn. I do like that sign, a peak oil simulator. He's back on my generator. You are a moth, aren't you? Okay, so we need to activate. We can't. Why not? Is it because she's busy over here? Thea returns with good news. The door is open. You are mesmerized by the dried gasoline station on the left side of her shirt. Gasoline stain on the side of her shirt. The entrance to the Pond of Abundance is open. You can't abandon your post, though. Someone else has to lead the rescue operation, but who? We'll send the foreman. Alright, can I? I can't. Alright, we're gonna need to repair you, I guess. You're probably too low. Oh, okay, that shoved him off. Okay, that's good. Alright, fire the cannon! You be gone, moth! Do I have my mechanic? I need you to launch the grenades again. Fire the grenades! We missed everything, sir? Okay, we have cocoons. We have... What are you? You look like Cupcake. Hydnelium. A mutated mushroom with white fruit body and red flecks. It resembles a coral, an Easter cake, and a bloodied tooth at the same time. It emanates a foul odor of rotten meat and vibrates suspiciously. No actions to take on it. Okay. Keep drilling. Keep drilling next to the suspicious blood tooth mushroom. The moth still has 80 HP left, by the way. We have 75 fuel. We could do a refine. It's very hot in here. Alright, we're gonna need to lower the temps. We just need to do that. If I upgraded you, you don't lower the temps. Alright, we're gonna need to do a refine. Do it. Okay, 200 fuel. Kind of feeling like I need to upgrade one of you. I don't know exactly what you would do, but I feel like that would make me feel better. Laboratory would also give me more energy, which is going down. We're losing 5 a day at the moment. We would make a lot more power at the hydro generator, but we would have to pay water. I'm not sure we want to pay water. We don't have that much. I need 220 fuel to upgrade the research lab, which will give us a little more power. Okay, we could upgrade the station, but that uses more oxygen. We would really need the boiler, I think, for that. It is pretty bloody hot in here. We're not having an emergency, though, so we're not going to pay. Just a sweet 90 Celsius. Don't worry about it, guys. Perfect for soup. Blood tooth soup. Ugh. Alright. I think that's it for the turn. I really wish we had killed this moth. Okay, so actually, I guess I can mouse over this. It does tell me what's going on. So we are gaining 70 from pumping. We are losing 5 water to our convector, but our water drilling rig is giving us 15. What water drilling rig? I have a water drilling rig? Oxygen, we're getting minus 20, minus 10, but plus 35. Our people are using some, and the refinery's using some. Our fuel generator uses 15 fuel, but our refinery gives us 100, and the station gives us 50. We're making 40, and we're using up quite a bit. Radio towers do use up a decent chunk, 5 each. Alright, what are you gonna do? What's he doing? He's just staring at us. Fire. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. Alright, we're not gonna chance him attacking, though. Radio towers. Now's your chance to redeem yourself. This is 80 fuel, by the way. Is that gonna actually kill you? Okay, it should. If we hit. Okay, I'm gonna call that redemption. Critical hit, and we blew up the cocoons. I'm gonna say that was worth it. Okay, we have a bit of fuel. Okay, what did I need? Okay, we needed energy. I think the lab gets upgraded. That gives us a little bit of free, quote-unquote, energy. Not enough fuel to get rid of the rocks. Okay, are we ready here? We need 2 more days of cooldown. All right, we have exhausted the tile, but we're still producing. Okay, as long as the oil keeps flowing. Oop, and I alt-tabbed. All right, you. Less radiation from distilling. On a mission, so I can't use you. Reduces more oxygen, not having a problem. Reduces the level of radioactive from the pumped out water. We don't need to mess with that. Auto extraction consumes less energy, but increases the radiation. Yes. I probably should be spamming that one. Alright, produce. It's getting hot in here. I'm glad someone said it. It says hello world. Okay, let's get the evaporation. Okay, it's still 92 Celsius in here, just for those of you at home. I think we're gonna have to do this again too. We really need to close this magma. This is causing a lot of problems. We have some fuel so we can get rid of the rock. Rusted generator. A completely rusted out structure that appears to be a fuel generator. Activate. Turn the old machine on at your own risk. Ominous. Don't even worry about it. Okay, we couldn't get anything here. Okay, we can get through there. Upgrade 1 radio tower to an outpost. Okay, I probably should follow what they're telling me to do. We need 100 fuel. We'll do that. We'll do that in a second. Next turn, we'll do that. It's a spooter! It's a spooter! And he made rocks fall! Alright, what do you do? A disgusting spider-like creature with an elongated, misshapen head emits an annoying hissing sound. Extremely dangerous. Alright, you, upgrade. We are definitely refining. We should be running you. We need more energy. We don't need more oxygen at the moment. I should have done that one. All right. Wind up the energy gun. 65 damage. Get wrecked, spider. Okay, we are upgrading. Next turn will be done. We have barely any fuel. Our water's actually doing okay. Are we getting water from this? No. Where are we getting this water? Oh, from the upgrade here. Interesting. So we get both fuel and water out of this. Okay. I was wondering where that was coming from. So our water's actually going up, luckily. The interior of the station is astonishingly luxurious. Gilded arabesques, spandrels inlaid with gemstones, 2 broad stairs covered with embroidered carpets that now soak up dirt from the miners' boots. The center of the lounge, above the dried-up fountain, stands an enormous tree. It's a goff tree. It's dying. A marble plaque at its base reads, "As like a locust emerging from its larva, a man awakens to a new day, where every step is an ascent to the light of supreme truth. Okay, well, let's go upstairs then. There's no one upstairs, only empty living quarters. Eventually, you find a spacious meeting room, nothing like the pathetic closet of our station. A round window looks out onto the central lounge. On the desk, covered with dust, soot, and cobwebs, we find a topographical map and a logbook. The obtained data is incredible. There's a whole ocean of oil beneath us. The vast reservoir doesn't appear on our maps, but it has a name. Hyperborea 12. Okay. Maybe that was a little bit of choose your own adventure because we could have gone downstairs. Alright, we're done drilling in this direction. We need to get rid of this lava to continue over there. I guess let's drill here. Stupid spooter. Okay, we do have something back there. And there is something over here. So we definitely need to get rid of the magma. Upgrade one way. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. Run it. Free trickle of water. Yep. It's just the water we take off the top of the oil. It's fine. What are you gonna do? You're shooting my station. Ha! I survived my marriage. You think you can take me down? His wife is somewhat similar to a 5-story tall spider, apparently. When you go 3 kilometers below the earth and you still can't get away from your ex. Okay, outpost is upgraded. Flamethrower. Grenade launcher. Release tongues of flame capable of damaging nearby hostile creatures. What is nearby? Find and eliminate cocoons, 2 out of 3. Okay, we have a job. Also, our magma thing is ready. Let's get rid of that first. That is killing me. That also means we can drill. Mendicilliums. A vegetative structure of fungi and anthemycelites consisting of thin branches, filaments called hyphaea. And it is, at the start of each day, may absorb a small amount of water. At the start of each day, may increase oxygen levels. Okay, I'm less worried about that. Also, this giant moth body is still here. I just wanted to say that out loud. Okay, that was a weak hit. 30 HP on the spider. Let's try the flamethrowers. 65 to 90 damage. Damage type is fire. Good, we can kill it with fire. Cost me 50 crude, which we're actually maxed out on. So let's actually do that. That's perfect. Okay, that is adjacent buildings. That is not useful. So the position of these towers does matter. Okay. In that case... Oh, you can just do your grenade? Okay. Innovation unlocked. Alright, we need to think carefully about this. Vibrations to attract blind creatures. Is the larva blind? Unlock station's ability to launch fire munitions. That could be good. Emergency cooling could also help. Machine guns. I like the idea of that. Third drill. What about third drill? Let's get the explosive munitions. Then again, hang on a second. Maybe we shouldn't. This will refund, yes. Maybe we should hold on to a point because we had an event where we could have spent a tech point, and we didn't have one to spend. Okay, so we're looking for cocoons. There could be something back here still. I don't think there is, though. That looks like mushrooms. We could get crystals here. We're drilling that already. You only cost 10 fuel, although I say that, it is 10 fuel. Alright, we're gonna refine more. You have nothing to do. What else can you do? Throw a flare. Uses heat to release energy. And upper. Okay, you kind of have nothing to do. Produce more power. We're down to 20. Okay, power is still a problem. A major problem. Reduce power. Okay, let's distill. And then we're losing 5. We're gonna need we need more power than that. Can we do this though? This is gonna use up all the water that we're skimming off the top. This isn't gonna solve our problem. It's just gonna make us go to neutral. We're gonna have to do this. Buildings and their processes spend large amounts of energy. You can construct more generators or temporarily deactivate buildings you don't need at the moment. That is true. I mean, I guess we could turn this off. I'll tell you what, let's run its ability. And then let's turn it off for a moment. I guess we could turn these off too. I'm not sure if they passively do anything. I guess we turn 2 of them off. We'll leave 1 on. Maybe it's doing something. Got some amethyst over there. Maybe some topaz. They called it quartz. It does look kind of quartz-like to me. You ever seen those caves down in Mexico with those ginormous quartz crystals? They're literally like that big around. Like, they're ridiculous. They're like tree-sized. You can make a radio out of quartz too, and use it in watches. Begin a new day. Okay, a petroleum reservoir. Excellent. Keep mining. I don't know if we want to build another pump though. Like, we're kind of doing a weird balancing act thing right now. Okay, so we're losing 5 water per day, and that's without running this. So maybe we do have to. Or we upgrade this again, and maybe we can upgrade this again? Alright, no, I think I will do this. Let's get that running. We need more fuel. Okay, we need more fuel, so... Fuel, don't care. More energy. We can't do it. I don't know why hers are sometimes turned off. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not allowed to click that sometimes. I guess let's also build like a storage container. Stores petroleum. Okay, we just need to find 1 more cocoon. Aha! Aha! Found it. Okay, still mining. Fire the energy gun. Okay, we should be able to kill that next turn if we don't miss. Okay, I'm gonna need to do more refining, more power. Still cannot do that. Produces more energy per day, but increases radiation when activated. Don't know why she's not able to do that. Is it because of this? Are they really telling me they want this turned on? I kind of feel like we need to upgrade the refinery, actually. Because we're not keeping up. Yeah, let's do that. Bigger refinery. We're like overmaxed on petroleum. And we do have a storage container for you to work at now. Begin a new day. Ah, it's another humpback crawler. Ah. All right. Yeah. Turn you on. No, 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 no. Turn you on. Turn you on. All right. We can at least launch the grenades. Assign the mechanic first. We did. Oh, can I not turn them on and use that ability in the same turn? We missed. We don't have enough power. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think it's because we're having energy problems. Hydrocracking converts crude petroleum into fuel using water. Does radiation... No, minus radiation plus heat. Plus some water and gives us even more fuel. Do it. And then let's upgrade... Oh, you are upgrade. Brainstorming. Electrical stimulus of workers. Okay, chill, man. We'll turn it back on. We'll cool it down. Can we do this too? 25 fuel? Yes. There you go. Chill out. Yep. Electrical stimulus of workers' cerebral cortex. Side effects include improved spirits and sudden urge to work smarter, not harder. So it costs us a tech point and some water. Laboratory experiment, we need power. Yeah. That is upgraded. We might need another generator. I think we need another generator. We are just not making the amount of fuel I need, or amount of power I need. Alright, let's do it. I could up you. What are you gonna do? I feel like this is weird. Like, it's making me fuel, but I feel like it's supposed to be dripping oil. It seems weird to me. Maybe we're just like... I don't know. I don't know what we're doing there. That seems weird. Alright, we're gonna upgrade you because I need the water. Clear that. Okay, keep mining. Okay, we brought these back online. You know what? We'll upgrade them too. I'm very concerned about that big stupid thing. X to doubt. I just got back. Don't know how to tell you this, but you got termites. That's like 100-story tall larva. Just so we're all on the same page here. He's moving. A suspicious tunnel. Damp rock. Alright, so do I still need to use her ability, or am I good now? Unlocks the ability to throw grenades at hostile creatures. Well, we already have that. I guess you just use that when you're low level. Yeah, get wrecked, nerds. Okay. It wasn't a flower. We were lied to. We were lied to. Alright, well, you know what? Eat flamethrower. Okay, it did a little bit of damage. Okay. So are you mom, or are you child, or what are we here? And we have no power, so I can't fire the impulse cannon. Upgrade the generator. Distill, we can't. This must cost power or something. No refinery detected. Oh! Because this is a concentrator, not a refinery. That's weird that your abilities don't scale. Okay, and that's fine, it's just weird. Okay, we will cool it off in here. Drive out darkness and distract sighted creatures. Well, this thing has eyes, so maybe... Let's throw a flare over there, maybe that'll distract him. Fuel dilution, emergency reset, total repair. Nothing's damaged yet. Soon. Salt, no, don't need any of that. Put plastic explosives on a... You know what? I asked why I would ever want that. I think I know why I would want that. Mind. I don't... Well, I guess we could take that out. You want me to upgrade, but I need 999 fuel. We're not even close to that. You're mining your mine? It's mineception. Is that an Alaskan bullworm? Epic apparently is the, we couldn't hire the French lady, so we got Epic in as our etymologist. I can't believe we don't have the energy to fire our gun. That feels really bad. We're also losing oxygen because all these things are breathing my air. Begin a new day. He moves around. Okay, our cannon fired automatically. That's good to know. A giant snail showed up and then there was an earthquake. Eliminate the worm. Yeah? Contaminated water. Extremely contaminated water. Pumping it can destroy equipment. It must be purified first. It's very hot in here. The alarms are going off. I think we killed the worm with the cannon. So this did shoot automatically for those of us at home. Eliminate the worm. He's not eliminated. He's at half HP. And he blew up my generator. Okay, I'm very glad we built another one, but that didn't solve the problem. Sends a high voltage current around the perimeter, capable of damaging nearby hostile creatures. Exhaust ventilation. Powerful fans with ionization filters purge the air inside the mine, keeping it clear from radiation. Repairs. Okay. Most of my buildings are fine. He just, like, one-shot my power. Alright, we're gonna need another generator, like, immediately. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Let's run that. Okay, let's also cool down again. I don't know if that flare did anything or not. I'm kind of wanting him to go to the spot we mined. I mean, we have to have some kind of plan, right? Alright, fire the grenade launchers. 15 damage. I'm not allowed to do that again? I guess not. Alright, we have the flamethrower, but that's just adjacent creature. So yeah, next time we need to spread these around. Lesson learned. And we're still maxing out on fuel, so we will want to hydro crack. What is he gonna pop out in one shot next? Alright, do it. We had 30 degrees outside in Sweden and I'm dying. We're not an AC prepared nation, thank God for lakes. Yeah, no kidding. That would be pretty miserable. It's been about 100 in freedom units where I live, or a little higher, a little lower lately, but we are definitely AC equipped. Begin a new day. He is just avoiding those mines like the jerk he is. Well, good luck, buddy. Good luck. Alright. We still do not have enough power. Okay, we have got to use the... Okay, you actually... Okay, that's actually really interesting. So the abilities on the things change. So if I want to produce emergency power, I need to have a level 1 generator. That's actually really interesting. So upgrading isn't necessarily always the best option. Alright, we have our lasers ready. Fire the grenade launcher. 15 damage ain't it, man. 15 damage really ain't it. I don't have much else we can hit. Do we have a tech that could help? Fire clusters, yes. Maybe we should have gotten those fire clusters. Dying this over, yeah, that's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. Yeah, next time I'm definitely gonna place these differently. Now that I know that there's actually like a reason we would want them because of the flamethrowers. Alright, do it. Excellent. Yes. No. Yes. Keep firing. Keep firing. All kinds of alarms are going off. Okay, the worm is getting kind of low. All right, do we have enough water? We do. Okay, let's cool it down so the alarm stops. Cool it down some more. Yeah, you could just keep being dumb over there. I don't care. I think we must be firing him with something because I'm not doing that. So maybe this actually has some range. I wish it would tell me. No say. All right, you. Flamethrowers. Critical damage. Get out of here, worm. It's saved. Station exit point. Apparently, we're just leaving the giant larva. We named him Ned, and we're just gonna be like, we're just gonna peace out. We're just gonna peace out. Yep. Yep. Later, suckers. Oh goodness, there's the earthquake. Hey Priscilla, how's it going? When are we gonna play Rimworld? We just played Rimworld this morning. Yeah, another pretty fun episode, another couple close calls. The next Rimworld will be not tomorrow morning, but not tomorrow morning, the morning after. So that would be Monday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. PST. Well, you have a whole VOD to look forward to. Yeah, next one will be Monday morning. Don't see it -40 often. Yeah, we don't get to that low where I live. We do get below 0 once in a while. All right, select station. No. Exit tile, yeah. Move there. New day. I want you to hit those mines so bad, but I'm not gonna stop. That earthquake actually, like, flattened us. We gotta get out of here. No. No, that was not what we were supposed to do. I see. It's already selected. I was trying to click it. Exhausted. Oh. Okay, over here. Oh, I can't go through that. Oh, I can go through that. Okay. This is a little... The UI here is a little weird. Okay, go here. We have 118 survivors, by the way. We did have 2 people die. Must have been when that building got destroyed. Okay, victory. Don't even worry about this weird colored screen. It's fine. Mission accomplished. Expedition lasted 4 weeks, 8 days. Features killed 118 survivors. Sector ZL22, 3,280 meters deep. Probability of seismic activity, 54%. -15 degrees Celsius. Signs of biological activity detected. Background radiation, 40 millisieverts an hour. Crew alive, 118. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. Yep. Is it snow or is it fungus in here? You ended up in the permafrost sector, rich in gas deposits. However, equipment and its capacities suffer from low temperatures. It's critical to stabilize the temperature and begin gas extraction as soon as possible. Got it. Alright, well... No, I don't want to transform. I want to start drilling. Hey, everyone asked how on our Shadow Empire we were mining ice underground. Well, look at this. We're underground on a hot place and it's got ice. So there you go. Upgrade 3 convectors to boilers. Okay. We can do that. That's going to use a lot of water. I don't really want to go too crazy on building things until we can see what's around us. Let's... We already have our radar? We do. Okay, there's just all kinds of stuff like directly around us. All right, let's get a second. What about second drill? We'll just run the turn there, I think. Using one video game to explain a completely different. Hey, tell me I'm wrong. That's all I'm saying. Temperature dropped by 1. An abandoned mine with a minecart? That's odd. A frozen snail. The ice encompasses a well-preserved snail. Powerful tentacles frozen in time. Though ice can melt, the awakening of the relic snail would only bring calamity and woe. Why do I have a feeling that's gonna get out of there when we finish heating up the cave? Damaged nuclear reactor. An abandoned nuclear power plant. The equipment is nearly pristine condition. You might be able to start the reactor. Coincidentally, uranium deposits have just been spotted nearby. Let's splice some atoms, shall we? Okay. A dark maze of collapsed tunnels filled with dust and the stench of decay. We can clear you. Do I not want to clear the mine? Odd that you would ask me to confirm that. I guess we mine over here. Okay, it's getting colder. I guess let's put in a boiler. Hang on. Is this a mineable square? It is. Or we could come in from the side. Yeah, let's do here. Let's get a boiler up and running, I guess. So we're gonna need to upgrade these. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna need power too. I really need to be able to see some more area. All right, run that. Temperature dropped, air is going down. A gold mine. Okay, that was a lot to do about that. Okay, let's get more mining here. Uranium deposit. Gray-green mineral that harbors not only powerful energy potential, but also a radioactive threat. Extract uranium. Sends volunteers to extract uranium in a forceful manner. The volunteers are also likely to die from radiation sickness. Okay, we are very interested in getting out of here as fast as we can. Another frozen bug. Now we got the bling. I'll make the sacrifice. All right, blasters first into the uranium mine. I mean, I guess depending on the purity here, like in the 40s and 50s, people used to actually get these home prospecting kits. There's an I Love Lucy episode about that, where you could actually get a kit to go out prospecting for uranium to get rich. All right, we need to upgrade you to a boiler. Let's do one of you right away. We need powers very soon. No, let's just chill. We can maybe make it one more turn. I really dislike that we keep looking at those. You know those are gonna unfreeze and attack me. They have to. They have to. You can't. This is Charkov's giant moth. Okay, that is that's a dead end. Perfect. We can build a building there. Okay, mine that. All right, here, let's get the power up and running. All right, if we know you're gonna attack us, I also would kind of like to build a tower next to this. Let's get a radio in. I'm on to you, buddy boy. All right, we have a second frozen petroleum. Here we go. Okay, I'm not able to do anything to you. You're kind of in the way. We need 3 uranium to get you up and running. I don't know if we're gonna have to sacrifice people yet, so we're gonna start by not doing it. Okay, what do you use? 5 water and 10 power. Alright, we're definitely gonna need power. 1 generator, we're gonna need more than 1 generator. Or do we just try to get the radioactive... Do we try to get the nuclear power plant up and running? We're not desperate yet. Let's see if we can do it without the power plant. I just know you guys are coming out. I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop. Frozen petroleum. Oh, you can't mine that. I see. Ah. Okay, we do have to melt things before it'll even come out. I see, I see. Okay, nothing to mine, nothing to mine. Okay, we can do that. Okay, we have a generator and you produce 30. So we could actually run 3 of these. Alright, let's put in another one. And another one. And we'll upgrade them next turn. We need power to run those things? We sure do. Uranium fever. I wonder if anyone ever did get rich. Oh, it's a moray eel. That's normal. And some more uranium. An ancient golem of eternal ice guarding frozen caverns. Its crystalline form absorbs light and emanates a cold glow. Just random cave eel. Don't even worry about it. Decoy. You do not seem like you're blind. You do seem like you probably don't like fire. It is very cold. Impulse, fire. Alright, you. No, you. Upgrade. Upgrade. Alright, we're warming things up. Temperature has dropped to the limit. We're trying, man. Is there anything I could do that raises temperature? Yeah, let's turn off the rad vents. That's actually lowering my temp. None of those raise temperature. We could have you shoot. Yeah. Fire. Generator actually doesn't make heat. We could make a little bit of heat if we activate it. Sure, let's do that. Warm it up a little bit here. Boiler. Black geyser creates an underground explosion, ejecting petroleum in a random direction. Okay, it does give us 15 heat. Convection, synthesize water with oxygen. Minus radiation plus heat, yes. There we go. Okay, there we go. It's less bad. A magma rift? Okay, I actually do want you for once. Contains a frozen magmanite lake. The cryogenesis impact would force it to release magma to the surface. What's a cryogenesis impact? Are you stunned? Is that what that symbol means? Insensitivity to cold. Fire resistance, not susceptible to fire. Okay, we should have checked that. I think we're gonna upgrade our radio tower because giant moray eel. Just activate things to run them hot. I'm trying, man, I'm trying. Hey, Droog, you're just in time for the, like, 10-story tall moray eel that came out of the ice. Sentences I didn't think I was saying anytime soon. I do think we're gonna need this uranium. It does look like we probably need to find a third deposit. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Blaster, you're first into the uranium mines. Drew, you're next. Oh, I can't click it. All right. Anything else we want to do? We could get a lab, but I gotta be careful. I'm kind of like filling up a room that I might need to be able to drive on. I guess this would be a safe space. Oh, we can't do it because we need 120. All right, let's run the turn. Temperature dropped by 5. Frozen snail. Frozen moth. Okay, he seems to just be hanging out, kinda. All right, let's... Yeah, give me some temperature so I can see what I'm doing. Is he attacking something? Nothing seems damaged. Nothing seems damaged. Find bath rate. Okay. Outpost. Grenade launch. Oh! You shot the ice and let the snail out. Okay. That wasn't very smart, frankly. Alright, you are blind. Stupid snail. Alright, if you're blind... I'm gonna shoot you first, because I'm very concerned about how close you are. Alright, we still need to warm it up more, so... Oh, it costs oxygen. That's fine. Am I not able to do it multiple times per turn? We could do a black geyser, but we don't have the fuel. Alright, maybe we put in a refinery here. Not a pump. A refinery. Alright, I mean, hopefully we will not release the moth until we're done with the snail and the moray eel. I can't use the grenade ability or we'll hit the moth, so... Food for thought. Cluster bombs, I can't do it because we don't have enough fuel. It does also say all heat creatures, so we'll release the moth if we do it. I'm in the unfortunate position of having to go to bed. I wish you the best of luck. May the worms be docile. Appreciated. I won't send you to the uranium mine yet. Alright, run the turn. Temperature dropped by 3. New day. Okay, oh, there he goes. He did attack. Fire all the guns, Peter! Fire! Alright, snail down. Snail down. Alright. Does it matter which one of these I do? Alright, it's only negative 45, guys. It's warming up. Our boiler is damaged. Let's repair it. Let's use our impulse gun. Critical damage. That's right. You're not an electric eel. You're a dumb eel. Okay, we're working on that. Can I send somebody here? No. Blasters down in the uranium mines under the watchful eye of the moray eel. Okay, we have a refinery up. And boy, oh boy, do I need to refine. Let's turn that on. Not using any of those. I don't need to do grenades. Give me some more energy. I'm not doing either of those. I'm not auto-extracting. Yeah, that's all we got. Alright, refinery. On the bright side, this is going to give us some heat. There we go, up to negative 35 Celsius. Decoy, I don't think the decoy is gonna do anything. The flare might work on the moth now that I think about it. And maybe it would work on a moray eel. You have sight. Throws a flare to drive out the darkness nearby and distract sighted creatures. I can't fire it at him, but what if we just dropped it there? Also, we're not mining. I can't get through here, apparently. Mystical gates. Entry closed. Enter if you dare. Move the station here in mobile to leave the sector. Are we literally driving down to oil hell or something? We're gonna go full Doom and we're gonna extract power from demons? Interesting. Bad miners get the worm. Oh no. An abyssal flounder. A nightmare creature that once dwelled in the darkness depths of the ocean. Its hideous appearance and enormous gaping maw filled with razor-sharp placoid teeth inspire nothing but awe and terror. There you go. We have a giant flounder. Repair the boiler. Let's, we're gonna do some more distillation. Give me some more energy. Let's run the boiler. What would this do? Creates an underground explosion, injecting petroleum. Okay, so we could get petroleum locations, possibly via this. For now, though, let's just keep raising the temp. Refinery, refine. Damp rock, clear. Okay, can we actually mine over here? Yes, we're back on it. Use the cluster bombs. I don't want to let the moth out, though. Because it's going to shoot all creatures. And I bet you if I hit this again, it's going to let him out. God, that's a horrific noise. Don't you know this is what flounders sound like? Oh God, please kill me. I fell out of the ocean. Okay, you still have 300 HP. All right, you know what? I think we're gonna need another outpost. Let's get another outpost, we'll update it, and then we'll cluster bomb. 250 HP. All right, we're gonna shoot you because you're close. The flounder. We're dropping flames. Yeah, I see that. I'm just looking over there. All right, so we did not get my issue resolved fully. All right, it looks like it's clearing up, so I'm not too worried about it, but that does mean that we did not get our issue resolved. Yeah, that wasn't that many, but that definitely was a little bit. Just a hiccup? I hope so, but I'm not used to having hiccups. We went an entire year without problems, and now we are receiving hiccups. Okay, would you be quiet, Mr. Flounder? You are really not it, man. All right, let's upgrade that tower. I want to be able to use the flamethrower when I let this thing out. Fire at the flounder. Critical damage. Oh God, look at its mouth. That's horrible. 107 HP left, so multiple shots. Run the boiler. It's gonna get warm enough that this darn thing's gonna get out pretty soon. Alright, get rid of the damp rocks. Yeah, keep mining over there. We have a tech point, but I don't have a lab. Gotcha. Okay, well, we know our exit point's here, so I don't... Exhausted tile. So I can build over here. I want a lab. That'll give us some free power, too. Mined out the uranium. Oh, good call. Yeah, we gotta get the other one started. He is... Okay, he is attacking. Critical damage. Okay. Yep, repair. Repair. Alright, now that those are all up and running, it's time for the cluster munitions. Okay, we did release the moth, but we kind of thought that would happen. You, flamethrower. Yeah, get out of here, moth. Also, grenades. 8 HP. Okay, we're gonna get rid of you. No, we're going to get rid of you. What's my problem here? I don't have 20 energy. Run the generator. Fire. Okay, so the fish came up. I thought the fish fell down. Interesting. I bet you that fish is what made me lose those frames. Okay, what are you up to still? 250. We got a ways to go, but now we have structures that can partially deal with it. We don't have enough fuel. And I'm not worried about actually letting him out now, so I can run the fuel. We do have a little bit of creep up on the radiation. Are we running the filters? If I run the filters, it lowers the temp, so we're gonna wait on that. Alright, get rid of those. Alright, let's up the refinery. I need more income. And next set, more people to mine uranium. I have a feeling, though... Yeah, it's only 1 out of 3. We need to find another uranium deposit. Gold mine. We don't have enough fuel even to do that. Alright, next. Yeah, I'll demolish the outpost when it's time to go. I just wanted to be able to AoE with that. Stop hitting my boiler! Hate this thing. Alright, fire the grenade launcher. 25 damage. Fire, we don't have enough energy. Alright, run it. What are you down to? 180. We got a ways to go on that, boy. Okay, give me a hydro? No, we don't have enough oil. Hey, the petroleum melted finally. Okay. But we don't have enough to start extracting it. Nothing I can do about that this turn. Alright. New day. What do we have like 37 turns left. We actually are kind of on a little bit of a time crunch here. Prepare that. Find clathrate. I don't know what clathrate is. Okay, harvest that. Keep drilling. Keep drilling. We have no energy yet again. Use the ability. Fire. Okay, he's starting to bleed. I wonder if the stuff we need is going to be inside of him. It does look like a dead end, but there is something behind him. It also could be the uranium. All kinds of things. Time to change my pants. I mean, fair. If you worked in this boiler, you're probably going through pants pretty quickly. Okay, step 1. We don't have anything. And you're right where I needed to build. You absolute jerk. And we have a spider. Alright, cluster mines, he's immune to the fire, though. What about you? Blind, insensitivity to cold. Photophilia, so I could get a flare to distract you. I think we are gonna grenade. What do you got? A ton of HP. 115. 105. I think I want the moray eel gone. I don't have the power. Alright, we're upgrading the generator. This is not working. Cluster will hit the other 2 at least. Yeah, that's true. 25 and I missed the other one. He's moving closer. He's attacking the HQ. Attacking my boiler. We don't have enough juice. Okay, we're gonna need another generator because we are not making it. We have no extra power this turn. Alright, does it take power to shoot you? No. Fire. Repair you. Repair you. That's all we got, unfortunately. Are you guys debuffed by being in the heat? Is that what that's telling me, maybe? Let's keep it warming up in here. Yeah, I think he's taking damage. He might be taking damage because it's warm. They just took out one of my boilers. We have more, though. Warming up some more, boys. I don't think they like that. Fire. I don't like that miss. Alright, we got the eel down. You still have 300 HP. We're gonna do the spider first. We cannot. We're down to 30 HP. Repair. We have 15 energy. Give me more and upgrade. I cannot. I can. Upgrade that too. Alright, does that mean I can drill? No, that does not mean I can drill. Alright, I think we're gonna have to fill in this. Yeah, now we can drill over there. Alright, run it. Another bloody spider. My goodness. Alright. Fire. Critical damage, but it didn't kill him. Fire the munitions. We missed. Fire. 20. Oh, we didn't finish him. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You've discovered clothrites trapped in permafrost, crystalline substances that contain gases. We can build a gasborg nearby and start extracting. Okay, splendid. We're gonna need that spider to go away first, though. 33 turns. This is a very fun map. Just keep chipping. We are chipping. We are definitely chipping. Alright, get rid of that. Get rid of that. I guess we're working on our mines over here because I can't go the other direction right now. We do have a tech point. Allows extracting gas with gas bursts and store it. Okay, we're gonna need that tech apparently. I'm not sure I can build those without that. Can I? Repository. Yeah, I don't think I have the tech for that. Oh, that could have been really bad if we went the wrong direction in the tech tree. We would have had to, like, kill a bunch of creatures to get tech points, I think. That's spooky. An underground creature destroyed the station. Part of the crew was found dead in its mandibles. Another dissolved in acidic saliva. Others, in their futile attempts to escape, were turned into cocoons, vessels for larvae, and then into their food. We shouldn't have come here, flashed the afterthought right before a giant insect tore off your head. Both you and all of your people are dead. Well, that was unexpected. He must have crit me on that last hit. Station name Babel. Expedition lasted week 3, day 4. Well, that was the end of that one. Interesting game, I have to say. Very interesting. I feel like you'll do better having some pre-knowledge about things to get or things to place down. Obviously, I can make that run a lot more efficient. We are almost at 3 hours, so I do think I'm going to call it. I don't think we're going to start another run. Let me know. I wouldn't mind doing another one of these and seeing if we could get through it. I think there's 5 or 6 maps, so we were at about the 50% mark. Kind of interesting. I will say though, if you missed the beginning of the stream, I do have one annoyance with this game. There is no sound settings. There are no sound settings in here. I can pick a language. None of this is sound. So yeah, that's a little weird. I've never played a game in my entire life that didn't have a sound menu. So I had to mess with like my headset. I had to mess with OBS. That was a little bit of an annoyance. I don't understand why we don't have sound settings. So that is a little something something. Okay, well, I want to say thank you to Blasterbot for those gifted memberships. Very appreciated, my friend. Other than that, we'll be back. I'm not sure if we're going to continue this tomorrow or we're going to do perhaps Roots of Harmony. We're going to do a couple kind of short streams. I don't want to start another big strategy game right away. I kind of want to just do a little sampling here and there. Game seems good, but all the reviews are 16 hours or less. That would make sense if it is about 5 or 6 maps and it is story driven. Your main replay, I guess, would be picking the different starting characters. Like we went with the scientist. You could pick the other ones and maybe you would get something different. It's a cheap game though. I bought it on Steam sale, so that'll be totally fine by me. I'm not worried about that. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow morning. We have Wandering Sword. Monday morning, we have RimWorld. Tomorrow evening, I'm not 100% certain what we're going to do. Maybe Roots of Harmony. I do want to show that off at least once. And we'll see where we go from there. So a little bit of variety going to happen for a couple days in the PM slot. All right, have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will catch you in the next one. Babble out.